Glad you finally made it, kid.
What, Stan?
It's
Welcome
closing
back to
time and
CharacterSelect.
everyone wants to go home.
Last chance to hand over the key, locksmith.
What do you mean it's closing time? I just got here.
Oh, I don't have time for this. I'm late for an important meeting.
Are they doing this all for
Take my keys and shut off
Guybrush?
all the lights before you leave. I'm not liable for anything that happens after closing time.
Guybrush, are you ready to go?
I don't even know where I am.
Chance to hand over the key, locksmith.
Oh boy.
Hey, Otis.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
Can't go that way.
They almost look real.
That was disappointingly easy. I wonder what's going on. Dang. Stan makes LeChuck better every time.
The secret is mine.
Maybe we should go with Elaine instead of opening the chest.
Each time I come here, Stan really ups the challenge. But it's still LeChuck 0, Guybrush Threepwood 6.
The secret is mine.
Nice twist adding in Madison, Trent, and Lila. The team up had me fooled for a while.
The secret is mine.
Well, back to my boring flooring inspector job. Until next time. Yeah, I should have suspected Stan's involvement the minute I saw how cheap and naughty this is. Dang nabbit, it's locked. If only there was a key. Interesting.
I found the secret of
the
Monkey.
secret of Monkey Island, and all it was this stupid t-shirt.
God damn it!
It's empty. The switch is locked.
Well, I guess we should turn off things. We got the keys. Fucking t-shirt. Oh, Rod Gilbert, why? Oh, hey, it's Whitey Bones.
Bite your tongue. That's property of the chums.
The Chums.
Yeah, well,
No.
okay.
Plunder Bunny. Read the plaque.
Historic landmark. The original secret, a pirate adventure park. Established 1989 by R. Gilbert.
God damn it.
Elaine, thank goodness you're here.
Of course. Where else would I be?
Aw.
How'd it go with Flair?
Let's just say I made my point.
How did you get here before me?
You know I always try to stay a step ahead.
It's true.
I'm not sure where I am all of a sudden.
You're right here with me. But we shouldn't stick around too long.
I was just underground on Monkey Island, and now we're on Melee?
Things just go by in a blur sometimes when you're having fun, don't they?
Have you done something new with your hair?
Got ruffled in the fight.
I like it. I got the secret.
You finally did it. I hope it was worth it.
I'm
Nope.
gonna have to think about that. I'm ready to go.
Good. Me too.
So, it was just a theme park. The whole series.
Was all a theme park the whole time.
Boybrush.
Dad, that was a silly ending, and it didn't even make any sense. You're terrible at endings.
I thought you liked silly endings. You and Chucky play the ending of Monkey Island 2 really silly.
That's different. We're kids, and we're just goofing around. You're the one who said you can't just change things. You said that's not how storytelling works.
I did?
I want to know the secret. You have to tell me what you really found in the chest.
What do you think, Dave?
I think there isn't any one answer to what the secret is.
There isn't any one answer to what the secret is. It's not like a rock or a banana. It's like a story. It changes with time. And the person telling it. Everyone you ask will have a different idea.
Mom, Dad won't tell me what the secret is.
Are you filling our son's head with your outlandish stories again?
I was telling him the one about how we found the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that one. Every time you tell that story, the ending gets stranger and stranger. Let's go down to the docks and watch the galleon head out.
Yay!
I found the lost map to the treasure of Maya Island. It's going to be a fun adventure.
I'll meet you down there.
I'm still confused. Is that it? Wait, but was it real or not? I'm confused. Tyler, help. Dave Grossman and Ron Gilbert, fuck you.
Fuck you! Well, if it was the ending, it was still a delightful time.
Well, yes. There are multiple endings.
Yeah, but I think they're all related to what you put in for the answer to that question.
Yeah, maybe. Let me double check. Come on. Why am I doing it on my phone? I'm a fool. Fool of a took.
Good old Clint Bajakian.
I mean, it was a fantastic game, don't get me wrong. That game was hilarious. And fun, and the puzzles were actually kind of cool.
It did leave a lot of loose ends, though.
I mean, that's every Monkey Island game. Hold on. Multiple endings. Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ending is not necessarily... The other ending is not necessarily just based on what you say at a Boybrush.
Uh-huh.
But it's much more of a downer.
Right.
We could probably do it depending on where the game saved. But we gotta watch the credits, because, you know, that's important.
Good old Dominic Armato.
Yeah. Also, Jess Harnell?
Harnell.
Yeah. And Leilani Jones-Wilmore as Carla, the voodoo lady.
Jennifer Hale. Ian O'Brien.
Jennifer Hale was the Ice Queen?
Yeah.
Huh. She's Yuri Lowenthal is the cook.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great. I mean...
Eric Schaeffler.
I mean, they did kind of, you know, lampshade the whole fucking resolution of the game at the end. Or throughout the game, I should say.
Right.
Where it's like you told me your name. I guess it was more exciting when I didn't know what your name was.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that.
Right.
So, I mean, it's perfectly in line with the rest of the game and the rest of the series, where you never actually learn anything about
useful
anything.
And nothing ever really happens. That's a last name. Frankopoulos.
Frankopoulos. Konstantinos Frankopoulos. I mean, yeah, so the writing in this game was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
The way it ended the series is great, because it's like, Guybrush is still a pirate.
Yeah.
Just he just couldn't come up with an ending to his story, I guess, which also kind of fits in with the whole chum story thing, where he's terrible at telling them until he gets
it's one of
advice.
those things where it's like it's an impossible task for the writers, because like you have this thing that you've been looking for throughout the entire series, and it's like, well, what are you going to write that is going to live up to that hype?
Yeah.
Right? You can't. It's impossible.
Yeah, there's no way that you could ever... It's been what, 6 or 7 games, including this one?
I believe so.
There's no way that you can possibly be like, oh, the secret is something great and amazing. It's got to be either a letdown or you never tell people what it is.
Right.
So, because it's never going to be satisfying. So, I mean, I get it, and I wish that it had a more satisfying ending, but it was also satisfying in the idea of it being a Monkey Island game.
Right.
Also, apparently, if you tell Boybrush that the treasure was really a pile of gold jewels, he's just saying that to please him. The friends we made along the way is he's trying to teach his son about the nature of storytelling. Yeah, and then... Yeah, the one that we chose was it ultimately doesn't matter what the secret is because how each person reacts to it is what matters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think this is the end of Monkey Island, right? Maybe? Although,
we'll see.
You can play with Monkey Island characters in Sea of Thieves now. Like,
Yeah, I did see that.
They
And,
got... Go ahead.
Like, yeah, Dominic Armano's in there, and they got, like, Elaine.
And the Voodoo Lady, and...
Voodoo Lady.
Yeah, they got everybody in there, and it's like he's telling a story, and you're trying to follow his story to learn things and find things, and... Oh boy.
It's a lot of Devolver Digitals.
I mean... I gotta admit, I do like Devolver Digital just taking the chance on stuff.
Yeah.
Although I guess adventure games are coming back lately. Mostly because they're easy-ish to make and write and program.
Yeah, more or less. They're difficult to write, because, I mean, you have to have, like, a lot of, like, interconnecting bits, and then there's, like... You can't just have, like, a big open world, and it's like, oh, go find the key to unlock the door, and then beat up a bunch of people for, like, 3 hours.
Yeah. Also, this music is fantastic. I keep getting distracted by it.
It's fucking great.
Just fucking jamming.
Ooh yeah, we jamming. Lucasfilm Franchise Story Group.
Lucasfilm Franchise Story Group, the people that wouldn't give up the rights to the game even though they had no intention of doing anything with it.
Well, I mean, if they gave up the rights, then they wouldn't be able to make money off of it, like Miss Kathleen Kennedy here.
In a letter to the fans from Ron Gilbert and Dave Grossman, unlocked when the game is finished in the scrapbook, the two posit that this is one of the main themes of the game is still got it. Each Monkey Island reflects where the creators were in their lives and career when they made it, and thus Return is about Guybrush trying to recapture the glory of his use, the same way his designers are trying to by making the game.
I think it works. They still got it. I mean, this game was excellent. People bitched about the visuals or whatever, but I thought they ended up being great.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
in still frames, the visuals look weird and unlikely to be enjoyable. Once everything's in motion, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
This is a game that's designed to be, like, played and not like, oh, these screenshots are going to tell me what this game looks like.
Look
No.
how terrible it is. Return to Monkey Island made by a terrible toy box.
Looks like the box from Sam and Max.
It might be. Who knows? Banana.
Alright. There are
Was the banana the secret of Monkey Island?
No, but apparently there are 10 of those epilogue scenes. Depending on whether or not you got the key to unlock the chest from Secret of Monkey Island, if you decide to open it.
It's filled with my
And the
adventures.
final choice in the dialogue tree.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since
So
I
if
was
you
a
just
kid,
decided
I
to
wanted
not
to be a
open
mighty pirate.
that chest and just walked away from it,
Yeah.
you get like a different ending.
Yes. Go back one.
Wait, what's this?
Development won't start for another month or so, but we've been thinking about this for a while. It seems like a good time to jot down a few thoughts and then stash them away like a sort of time capsule message to our future selves about what we're setting out to do with Return to Monkey Island. Who knows, we might learn something. Monkey Island has historically been a reflection of the lives of the people who made the games. The Secret of Monkey Island is about a young person setting out to pursue an exciting new career. As designers in our 20s, that is what we all were. The sequel, LeChuck's Revenge, was in many ways about the difficulties of making a sequel, or at least about what one does immediately after something that felt like a great success, but which went unnoticed by most of the world at large. Many years, 20 later, after Guybrush had gone on a couple of adventures with other teams who had their own hopes and challenges, we set out to make Tales of Monkey Island as a story about trust, and it is. What jumps out for most of us is that it feels like a story about grown-ups, because that's what we were. Many of us in our 40s by then, with children and lives and a lumpy encrusted layer of experience. We're well into our 50s now, we've had lengthy careers, we've made a lot of games, but Monkey Island still defines us to a certain degree, or at least, in the minds of many, we are those guys who made that game a long time ago. It feels like there's some unfinished business there. When the opportunity arose to come back to Monkey Island, we were pretty much on the same page as to what we wanted to do. Guybrush, like us, is older now, and he's had a long and reasonably successful career, but he's mostly associated with something that happened a long time ago, and that feels unfinished to him. The game is a goofy pirate adventure, the same as always, but also it's a story about trying to recapture the past with all of its alleged youthful strength and glory. Guybrush will both succeed and fail at this. He will sort of get what he wants, but it won't be what he expected. I predict the same for us. Ron Gilbert and Dave Grossman. That's it. Okay, go back to your save games really quick. We got a little bit of time here. Go back here. Okay. Go into the alley. Use the key on the door.
It seems to be stuck closed. Must have locked when I came out.
And go. Like, leave. Deny what I thought I saw and go back to what I enjoy. And that's the game. That's the other ending.
Sure. Good old Ron Gilbert and Dave Grossman.
Oh, God.
Angelic Choir. Oh, boy. Can I skip this?
Period?
Nope. Nope, double escape.
Apparently. Alright. But that was the return to Monkey Island. And I had a great time playing this game. I hope you had a great time playing it, Tyler.
That was a blast.
We
love this game.
We solved some puzzles. We found some secrets. They were not satisfying. But they never really are.
How could they ever be?
Exactly. And next time on Character Select, we'll be on to a new game.
Huzzah!
But thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And Tyler,
Dave.
what's the secret of Monkey Island to you?
Always seek adventure.
Hell yeah! I'm down for that.